in your eye. Okay.
I really suck at voiceovers.
So it's getting so good now, the voices and stuff, and like
well,
it's so smooth. It sounds like real people. Good morning and welcome to the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area. We are here at the parking area for Raymondskill Falls, the tallest waterfall in Pennsylvania. It's February 1st and it's a bit nippy out here and a bit icy. A little bit of freezing rain came overnight. I am doing one of my favorite hikes here that I call the Raymondskill Falls Cliff Trails Loop, and I'm super excited to be joined on this hike by a couple friends and fellow YouTubers, Bernie and Darcy. Darcy's Hiking Diaries, and Bernie has two YouTube channels, Fire and Trails, and also Bus Campers, as car drives by. So we were originally going to start this loop at another location, but it was too icy to get to, and it's gonna be one of them days. It's cloudy, it's sunny, it's windy, it's still, and we're gonna have a little adventure, and we thank you for joining us for some nature, adventure, and discovery. All right, guys, like I said, we are at the Raymondskill Falls parking lot. We're gonna head in and check out the waterfall first. As I said, tallest waterfall in Pennsylvania. I do have the micro spikes if I need them. We'll see as we go along, but I'm curious to see if the waterfall is going to be icy or it's going to be flowing freely. It's going to be interesting. We're going to start down at the base of the waterfall here. A small trail system here. There's a lower level, a mid-level, and an upper level to Raymondskill Falls. Very popular area in the summertime. It's actually one other car here at the parking lot, so it's the kind of place where if you can get here in the off season, that's a good idea. We got these beautiful hemlock and white pine all through here, and I refer to this area as the Raymondskill Gorge. It's where it's where the creek, after it drops down the waterfall, it eventually reaches the Delaware River.
We soon reached an icy and beautiful stretch of the lower Raymondskill Creek. Snow flurries began to fall and glisten in the morning sun.
What do you think about this spot, Darcy?
I love it.
Got a little bit of
beautiful.
Got a little
there
snow
are
flurry.
Coming from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's sunny. It's clear. It's beautiful.
The thing I like about this spot is that not too many people walk all the way down here, because then you got to walk all the way back up.
Why?
But it's kind of a quiet, peaceful spot. It's beautiful with the creek here.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, the flurries are still coming down.
Like, this is beautiful.
After taking in the views from the lower Raymondskill Creek, we next headed for the main viewing platform for Raymondskill Falls.
Well, here we are at Pennsylvania's tallest waterfall, the mostly frozen Raymondskill Falls here in the Delaware Water Gap. I'm the first to arrive here at this magnificent site. It's glorious, and there's another section of the falls below me this way that I'll show you in a moment. But look how beautiful that is. Nature, adventure, discovery, scenic Pennsylvania. It's Pennsylvania perfect. Now, this is considered the tallest waterfall in Pennsylvania, and I believe 174 feet. But my question is, because you have, this is the main upper falls, but you also have this lower section. Do you consider this one waterfall or two?
I would not. I would consider this two.
Okay.
Two separate ones?
Two. And you think it's like, you say see it as one?
I feel like it is one, it just curves.
Okay. It's artistic. Because to me, like the single biggest drop is Dingman's. Have you been to Dingman's? Where the boardwalk is? Yeah, that's right down the road from here. But it's an ongoing debate here in Pennsylvania. You know, they call me Walter Waterfall Zola, so it's a topic I'm interested in, and I guess the debate will continue. So we've probably been out here for like an hour and a half, and we've probably gone like a quarter mile so far. That's how it rolls sometimes, and we'll start getting moving here. But this is such a beautiful spot. It's so rare to be out here with no one else around, so you got to take advantage of it. Strategic hiking, I call it. Climbing some steps here, some stone steps, and we're going to get to the next level of viewing platform. Ooh. Raymondskill Ice Cave. After a quick look at the small but interesting ice cave, we reached the upper platform and viewing area. From here, one is provided a commanding perspective of Raymondskill Falls and the Raymondskill Gorge. Stunningly beautiful location here at the top of Raymondskill Falls. I love that view out into the Raymondskill Gorge. You can see the Hemlock woolly adelgid has done a lot of damage to the hemlock trees here. Still a view that reminds me of the Pacific Northwest, which I've never been to, but what I imagine and dream of getting to. And it's just magic out here. I'm so happy to be out here with Darcy and Bernie, and the hike's just begun. Turning out to be such a beautiful day after a bit of an ominous start. Wow. Gorgeous forest up here. I just love it. Absolute magic out here, and this is the beauty of winter hiking. There's no one out on the trails, and you have this little bit of trace amounts of snow, green trees, blue skies, just lush forest, beautiful stream with ice and cascades, the light filtering through the trees. Always have beautiful lighting all times of the day in the winter. It's just awesome. We soon found a nice mossy hillside along the creek to stop and take a break.
We engaged in casual conversation, admired the view, and enjoyed the warmth of the bright sunshine as we refueled and prepared for the second half of our journey.
All right, guys, we are continuing on through the upper reaches of the Raymondskill. We just took a little break there at a nice spot. Thank you, Darcy, for the Snickers bar. That's always like a hiker's best friend. You can never go wrong with a Snickers bar. And we should be crossing the road soon and heading to a section I call Hemlock Hill. And then from there, we'll be looking for Hackers Falls.
After crossing Raymondskill Road, we began ascending a small hill, cloaked in the dark greens of pine and hemlock. To our left, we could hear the faint rumble of the creek below, and to our right, the sun filtered down through the forest from just above the ridge. The walking here was comfortable, atop soft fallen pine needles, and the forest here emanates a mature elegance, hard to express in words, but impossible to deny in person. I call this section of the hike Hemlock Hill, and it may be my favorite section of all in the incredibly diverse RCL loop.
Just an absolutely gorgeous and inspiring section of trail here. And if this is not old growth, it's near old growth. And the Raymondskill down to our left, this beautiful hillside up to the right. This is Pennsylvania hiking right here. This is good stuff. Very special. Beautiful forest.
This is beautiful.
All right, guys, we're just having some nice conversation here, and we're continuing on the trail, and we are about to hit our last waterfall, Hackers Falls. Another beautiful waterfall just ahead there. You can probably see it in the distance. You can probably hear it. We are now on the Buchanan trail, and this trail is a bit icy, but it's also more open, so maybe more snow fell here, I'm not sure. But we're heading down to a small lake. We'll be passing the lake, and then we're going to head to the Overlooks of the Delaware. Should be beautiful, but we got to take our time here. Don't want to slip and fall and ruin an otherwise wonderful day. We are out in the bright sunshine now, and we're coming up to this abandoned building I remember from a few years ago. I remember in the video, some people said that they saw something in the video in this building. So we are on property of Delaware Water Gap, but you see you have these buildings and this trash here. Let's take a look, see if we can see inside. I didn't do that.
Hello.
This has turned into.
I need a cup of sugar.
We've gone from nature to urbex. Look at this place.
Oh my god. What you there? Oh my god. What is
And you
up
said
there?
that was me.
Something's up there.
This place is creepy. I believe the backstory is this was an old equipment storage building for the golf course that's adjacent to the park. I'm surprised it hasn't been torn down yet, quite frankly. But we're coming out to the trailhead here where we were originally going to start, actually. But the road coming in was so icy we couldn't even get in. So we've made our way partially around the frozen lake there, and now we're headed to the official cliff trail. It's just a short distance ahead. We got to go over this little rise here, and then we'll be into a very unique habitat of that I'll be telling you more about when we get there. Coming up to the crest of the Raymondskill Ridge, and when we get up here we're going to have some nice views over the Delaware River into the state of New Jersey.
Get there around 9. Those guys got up there probably around like 4 o'clock. So I roll up. Oh wow.
Holy shit.
At between 900 to 980 feet in elevation, the Raymondskill Ridge rises sharply above the fertile lowlands of the Delaware River 600 feet below, and provides dramatic views over the river and into New Jersey. Minisink Island can be seen below the trail, as well as the Minisink archaeological site. These were among the most important ancestral lands of the Munsee clan of the Lenni Lenape. In addition to the fantastic views, the cliffs themselves provide habitat for a Pennsylvania rare plant community known as red cedar, prickly pear, shale shrubland, making this one of the most unique trails in the entire state.
Absolutely unique views here, as I've said before, and you see this gnarly twisted cedar, and certain plants grow in this open sunny area, very rocky, very barren soil. There's cacti up here. There is a special name for this landscape, this plant community. I'll put it in the video description, but look at that view. And but you got to be careful up here, because one false step and you're a goner. It drops straight off.
That's a thumbnail if I ever do see one.
Believe it or not, it's like almost 2 o'clock. What time is it?
Really?
I don't know. We've been out here for hours and hours, just enjoying this trail. And I think we got one more overlook, and then we're gonna be like walking back towards Raymondskill Falls, and that'll complete the loop. But it's been a good one. We're doing more talking than filming now, but that's okay. One more nice shot down, looking right down at Route 209 River Road and the mighty Delaware heading south. And the other hillside there is the beginning of the Raymondskill Creek Gorge. And you can see the junipers here and the cedars.
I got a Sony digital camera, but I use old.
We are back at the Raymondskill Falls parking area, and surprisingly there's a decent amount of people there. The parking lot's completely full. There's still a little bit of ice. We've completed the loop, the Raymondskill Falls Cliff Trail Loop, here with Darcy, Darcy's Hiking Diaries, and Bernie, Bus Campers, and Fire and Trails. He's got 2 channels. They'll both be posting content from the hike here. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And I'm encouraging you also to make sure you check out their channels and make sure you subscribe. These are 2 very creative folks, and I'm really appreciative. Thanks for joining me out here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having
Hope you enjoyed the hike.
Absolutely.
It was an interesting
This
one.
place is beautiful.
Absolutely. What was your favorite part of the hike? What would you say?
You would think it would be the falls, but actually the ridge that we walked on.
The cliff trail, yeah. That's
Cliff trail.
definitely a highlight.
Yeah.
It's very unique views, I would say. How about you, Bernie?
I would have to agree.
Oh, really? Also,
I usually chase the waterfalls, but like you saw what I had to do once we went up over that ridge. I was just mid-sentence and I had to stop, and I was like, oh wow, all right. So
yeah, refilm.
Totally lost my train of thought. So it was really good views. So
Yeah.
the waterfalls are awesome too. So yeah, we got to see 2 of them. So
Yeah, well, yeah, two main waterfalls,
ones,
and then some
yeah.
smaller ones. So yeah, I mean, beautiful forest, and yeah. So we had a great time out here. I mean, we've been out here for like
All day.
6-7 hours.
All
Like you
day.
wouldn't believe it, taking photos and videos. So that's about it, guys. You know what I'm gonna say. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like.
I was just waiting for it.
We thank you. We appreciate you. And until next time, we'll see you on the trail. Gator, Darcy, Bernie, out. All right.